So the file was replaced. Then all that's left is this IP of P+1 and some internal changes. Then we modify them one by one. Then this is based on this 1KK, one of the projects of the Sun project. Let's make changes on this paper. First we open this 5 project. Then put this IW203 here and then change 1 to 0. Its main purpose is to make the configure package return, not 0 if set to 1. A package it configures to read and write will return 0. Then the second place to change is this A7. Below this copy A7 this module. Then you also need to modify this. The 2021 changes 0 into 1. Well, the purpose is that it goes through a period of time. Every once in a while it resets this command, this QQ space, that command, that field. Then put this. We change this field to our board. The actual one our board is 0407. We also change it together. What about after the change? Rest is to change this. Let's save the changes first. After saving, let's modify this pi and some of the content. This is a key point of this lesson. The content we modified was mainly to create this configuration space and me. The goal is to be able to correspond to our shadow space. Then first we have to modify. It's this B+1. Some manufacturers and some information about these devices. And we're going to collect it based on that. This board. Come and go to set. If you have an ID, just follow and modify it yourself. After the modification, we will look all the way down. First of all this pointer. Here we want to modify. Then according to us here, this is the AR pointer. Then its GB value is 100. Then we don't need to modify it here. No, on his next. At his next pointer, we can see here what that value is. This is one of its next values. And here is 148. Then it should be 148 here. Then keep going up. Then this pointer is to be opened. Then the next step is to modify the large space. A lot of people don't get it. How to modify this large space? Then the big space is in that head. It's in there. These 6 are an address for the large space. And then a modification to our online. That is to say, first of all, our first step is, if it's one of these L null keys, we're going to change it to 0. Then the rest, just follow its readable bit. Well, that's how big it is. We just write how big. Then as for how to convert, in the Teloscan, if it is your design, your board has Telos installed, just your PC with that Teloscan installed, you can go directly, and write one here. Then you can see one of its values. But because I am someone else, Donated property information. I can't write one in it. I can only consider this value. I will convert it in my heart by myself. Then this is 0, then 5fs. Then it's followed by 3
and then
zeros.
Because it's
a 32-bit octal, then its 8 is useless. Then we are also 0. Then the second one is 0, First 4. Of all, 04 is a 64 bit of a large space, so you can see it here. It's a rectangle. Here are 04 words. It is 1010 words, so that's a 64-bit octal. So how do we change this 64-bit octal? First, let's determine a FF for this high position. Where is an address? Then here it is 5333 and it is 0011. I have the tail here and it is 04. Then because it is a 64-bit, a large space, so I also need to set all to F here, and then the number edge is also the same as RR. Then if you are here, just follow along and modify it. And then here is the tail, which is a 0001. That is also F. Well, compare this value, right? No problem. And we go down, and then here we're going to fix it. This Fast Go Video button. All these changes should be related to this one-to-one correspondence we collected. Keep going down. And there's a configuration for a DSM. SMI, we have a description here, then one of its GD values to see what it is 168. Then at next pointer words, we can get it from here. $178. This one, and I'm going through here to convert binary to hexadecimal. If unfamiliar, you can directly use the calculator to convert. Then this one needs to be opened. It's going to go down. No. The next step is to change this location. Well, in this teaching, change it to OA first. This is actually what a lot of people ask. What is the purpose of this change? In fact, this is a pointer is a tell this. Okay. Our project is known space. Take over a position. It takes over from the ROM value of OA. Then continue down. There is no need to change it here. And then we have the M3 for this. Also open. Then we also have this ability value for 6. So we're going to open it here. No. A part of a PCI capability pointer. It's here. We can see that one of our versions is 0010. You can see this is a type is 0. Then we change it to 0 here. Then the next one here is 1. First, we can enter a BO from control. We will modify it accordingly. And you go down. This is the power management part. We will also modify power it together. Management is in place. Over here, and then one of its with a pointer is 50. Nice. And then, if it's worth it. If this Wi-Fi value is supported,
we are here,
and here is the oneness.
All 1 is no V.
V is EF. Now keep going up. No PC with a pointer. We also have it here. We need to change it accordingly. Then its GP value is 148. Then his next pointer is 168. Change the two together. Then open this. Then keep going down. And then VESC, let's see if there is any. There are also.
If there are any,
we will continue to modify
this
them.
is 21C.
Then its next pointer. I am. Why is a 0? Because of our ability pointer. It's a circular list is its different capabilities
through
this finger. And this is a pointer to the next capability. To decide
the reason why this is his
ability,
last
so
one.
his next pointer points to 0. Pointing to 0 points to the head. Then this has to be open too. So we're going down. MSI here, we also want to make this modification. Then let's see what our MSI is. I'd say A. It's always been a 50. Then don't move and then. Next. See what this pointer is. Okay. Then let's go and change it to 70. Then this size of MES6. The address is BO. Find the next pointer. BO. Then continue up. Then this pointer, we point to this. I am unicorn. And it goes down. Then this power management of this G40. Don't move here. Do you see if there is anything else that needs to be modified later? Okay. In this way, we have basically finished
a value
changing
for
it.
this configuration
And then
space.
the rest of us are going to set this up. Okay. NPS search here, NPS to be forced. Okay, here we go. To this narrow box. Here. How much to fill in this word is up to us to decide, but you can also modify it yourself. See what this payload is.